Hello everyone, welcome to session 14 of Selenium training. In today's session, I'm going to continue the core Java. Okay, this is like part 2 of core Java. To start with, we'll start with the print statements. So guys, if I have to demonstrate you the print statements, I need to write some code. For that, I need an IDE. You already know that we have this Eclipse IDE installed, or like we can launch this Eclipse IDE so that we can write the Java programs inside it. Yesterday I showed you how to add this Eclipse IDE to your taskbar so that you don't have to go to the complete path every time, right? So simply I will click this Eclipse IDE from the taskbar. My Eclipse IDE will launch. So in this, whatever the programs I'm going to demonstrate to you, I will be demonstrating you in Eclipse IDE, guys. Okay, this is the latest version of Eclipse IDE. It got released in 2018, the same month of June. We are in. Fine. Click on launch. Let it launch, guys. Okay, it got launched. So this is the first program I explained you yesterday, right? A high-level program I explained you yesterday. This was like my first Java project. Let me delete this one. Okay, I want to start afresh. I'm completely deleting the existing project. Now I want to demonstrate these print statements. Now to demonstrate these print statements in Java, I need to first have the Java project created, right? Let me create a new Java project. Right click in the package explorer, say new, select this project. In the new project dialog, select this Java project option. Okay, either from here or from here, anything is fine. Okay, this is a shortcut. This is the actual path where the Java project is there. Under Java folder, Java project will be there. Okay, anywhere you can select. Next, you have to give some name. Okay, so print demo. Some otherwise I will say second Java project. Okay, this is the second Java project I am creating. Finish. Java project got created as usual. We got the JRE system library of Java, and at the same time we got the SRC folder. That's fine. Now right click on the SRC folder. Select this new. Okay, and select this class option. Class. A new Java class dialog will come here. Here provide the name. Here in this class I want to demonstrate the print statements. Okay, I will name this class as anything you can give us. I'm just naming it as print demo. Okay, print demo. I want to have this auto generated public static void main thing. Select this, click on finish. Remove this comment thing. Okay, it got auto generated. Now we have this class called print demo class having the name as print demo. Inside this class, there's only one method, that is main method. The method from where the program execution starts is known as main method. Okay, there is nothing inside the main method. Inside this class, there is a main method. Inside this main method, there is nothing. Now here I want to write some print statement here. So let me first, before I demonstrate some print statements here in this particular program, I want to first categorize the print statements. So what exactly are the print statements? Print statements in Java are used to print the program output to the console, guys. They look like this. System dot out dot println whatever the text you provide here. Okay, this is a jfox not come to training, for example. Whatever the text I write between these double quotes, this particular text will be printed to the output. Yesterday you saw that, right? Whatever I put into the double quotes, that's coming here, right? The same thing. System.out.println, whatever you put here in between the double quotes will be printed in the output under the console. Fine. Now you understood the purpose of the print statements in Java. Print statements in Java are used to print the program output to the console, guys. Okay. The program output to the console, printing. It's like a printing press. Whatever you provide here will be printed. Okay. Whatever you provide here will be printed. That is, it will come in the output. That's why they are called as print statements. They'll print the provided text into the output. In the Java code, whatever the text you provide, that will get printed to the output. That's why they are called as print statements. Now, these print statements can be categorized into two types. These print statements can be categorized into two types, guys. What are those two types? One is normal print statements, another one is println statements. Okay? Print statements can be categorized into two types. One is normal print statements, another one is println statements. Okay. Fine. Let me first demonstrate print statements. So I was saying that this is an example for print statement. I was saying that the print statements in Java can be categorized into two types. What are they? What are they, guys? Print statements in Java can be categorized into two types. One is normal print statements. Another statements are println statements. These are the two types of print statements in Java, print and println. Here ln means new line. You have to read from the back side, guys. Okay. Here, apart from print, we have this ln. Read from the back. New line. NL. You have to read like this. NL. New line. Okay. That's how they created a syntax. Print and print ln. That is new line. Okay. Now let me demonstrate the normal print statements. Normal print statements, guys. Okay. After that, I will demonstrate println statements. Fine. First, let me demonstrate normal print statements. In this Java class, we have a main method from where the program execution will start. This is the place from the this particular program execution will start. Here, I am going to write a print statement. Blindly follow the print statements for now. System. This is a syntax, guys. You have to follow. System dot out dot print. Only print, up to print only. Okay. System dot out dot print. Put the circular brackets, guys. Okay. Like this. Start the circular bracket and close the circular bracket and put a semicolon at the end. And system.out.print. In between the circular brackets, provide double quotes. Okay, double quote, double quote. In between this double quote, say This is first line. Okay, and under that write system dot again out dot print. Now say this is second line. Similarly, write another print statement saying system dot. This is syntax, guys. This is how you have to write the print statements. You need to practice this after this session. Out dot print. This is third line. This is first line. This is second line. This is third line. Right, guys? If I run this program, what will be displayed in the output? Can anyone explain? Anyone here? How many?
Yeah, it prints this is the first line, second line, and third line.
In this output, right?
Whatever in the double quotes.
Will be printed into the output console, right?
In a single
Yes.
line.
Yeah. Who is this? Sudeshna.
Yes.
Sudeshna, what you are saying?
That this is the first line, this is the second line, this is the third line are all printed in a single line. Will be printed.
Yes, right. That's correct. That's correct. Okay. All the things will be printed in the same line. Just observe that, guys. Here it looks like they are going to be printed in the separate lines. This will be printed in one line and this will be printed in second line. This is printed with third line. We'll think like that. But thing is that this is normal print statement. It's not print ln. This is normal print statement, guys. Okay, it will not go to the new line. After printing this, okay, it will not go to the new line. It will stay there in the same line, and this again this will get printed in the same line. It will get printed, and it will not go to the new line because this normal print statement. Again, this will be printed in the same line. See that? Okay, whatever Siddharshna said is correct. Everything will be printed in the single line, guys. Okay, right click on this, say run as Java application. Let it execute, taking time. Okay, you see what happened, guys? This is first line, got printed in the same line. This is second line, also got printed in the same line. And this is third line, also got printed in the same line. Normal print statement will not go to the next line and print the things. Okay, it will print everything in the same line. Okay, but I don't want like that. I want to have this every line printed in a separate line. Okay, so simply the second category of print statements, that is print ln, need to be implemented, guys. Okay, if you're not getting the desired output, if you're not printing the text in a separate lines, and if your requirement is to print every statement in a separate line, in that case you don't have to go for print ln. So after this gets printed, that is this is first line gets printed, I want to move to the next line. Okay, before printing this, I want to go to the new line first. So for that you need to change this first print statement to print ln. Just add ln, guys. Print ln, that is new line. Print new line. After this, after printing this, this is first line. The cursor will go to the next line automatically because of this print ln. You see, when I save this and run this, what happened, guys? After printing this is first line, the cursor went to the next line and then printed these two things. Still, these two print statements will not go to the next lines, right? So I still want this second line, this third line to be printed in the third line. So for that, after printing this, my cursor need to go to the next line so that this particular thing will get printed in the new line. So for that, I will again change this print to print ln. Save it, right click on this class and say run as Java application. Now you see there are two print ln statements and last one is print statement. So what's happening here? So when I run this program, Okay, the program execution will start from main method, that is from here. And this first statement will get executed by the Java, and it will print this is first line. Since this is println, after printing this line, the cursor will go to here. Then it will execute this second statement, and it will print this second line here, because the cursor is there here already. So simply it will print. After printing this, since this is println, my cursor will again go to the next line, and this time this is print, but still this is third line. There are no lines to be printed, so print is fine here, not any issue. Okay, the first two print statements should be println statements, but third one can be print, not a problem, because there's nothing that comes after this third line, right? So it's fine. Okay, this is the difference, guys, between print and println statements. Okay, this is the difference between print and println statements, guys. Println, after printing, will go to the next line, whereas print will stay in the same line after printing the things. Okay. Hope you got understood this print and println statements. Now let's look into how to print a number and text. Here we are printing the text, right? Here we are printing the text. What if I want to print numbers? Let me remove this. System.out.println. This is first line. When I run this program, this is printing the text. Text is between which symbols, guys? Double quote symbols. If your requirement is to print the text, you need to put the sequence of text between the double quotes like this. Okay, starting double quote and ending double quote. Then only the text will get printed. What if I remove this? You'll get error, guys. Okay, you'll get error. Already you are getting some compiler error is coming up. So the sequence of text or string text need to be provided between the double quotes for printing. Okay, text need to be put in between the double quotes. But what if I write another println statement, that is system dot out dot println I want to print this number, all nines. 5 nines are there. Okay, I want to print this number. Why it's not giving me the error, guys? It's not asking me to put the double quotes, right? It will work with the double quotes also, but for printing a number, double quotes are not required. Okay, for printing the text, double quotes are required. But for printing the numbers, double quotes are not required, because this is known as string literal. This is known as numerical literal. So for numerical literals, double quotes are not required. For string literals only, the double quotes are required. I will come to that literals topic afterwards. For now, don't worry about that. If you want to print the sequence of text, you need to put that between the double quotes. Whereas if your requirement is to print just at the number, you don't have to put the double quotes here, guys. So guys, are you able to see the difference between printing the text and printing the number? What is the difference, guys? Shruti, what is the difference you see here?
Like for the string literals, you have to put the double quotes, and for the numbers, there is no necessity of putting the double quotes. Even if you put the double quote, it prints, and even if you do not put for the number literals, it will print.
Yes, right, Shruti. So one correction there is, like, if you put the double quotes, right, it will treat this particular all lines as string. It's nowhere the number here. Okay.
All right. Okay.
And if you remove this double quotes, right, it is treated as a number. That's the
All
only
right.
difference. Okay. Still the things will work out, I am saying. Okay. Let's just say about the literals, numerical literals and string literals. Okay, that's the difference. If you put double quotes, this will become string literal. If you remove the double quotes for this number, it will become the actual number literal. Okay, that's the difference. Right click, run as Java application. See that the things are working fine, right? We are able to, using println statement, we are able to print the text. We are able to print the numbers. Okay, this is how. This is about the print statements, guys. Any questions, guys, before I move forward? Is it clear?
Yes, Arun.
Okay, fine, great. So let me move to the next topic then. In that case, Okay, okay, Pratik. Comments. So before I demonstrate the comments to you, first let me explain the purpose of using comments in programming. So whenever we write some code, let's say this is some code, guys. Okay, let me clear this out. Okay. Let's say this is some code, and if I don't explain this code to you, if you are very new to the Java programming, and if you directly look at this code, will you understand anything? If you know the syntax, that's fine. You can understand this language. If you understand this programming language, then you will understand what exactly this program is doing. But what if a non-programming guy comes here and sees this code? Will he be able to understand? No, right? Will not be able to understand. There should be some, but everyone can understand English, right? Non-technical guys cannot understand this program, but everyone can understand the English text, right? So to help people understand this non-technical users understand this technical code, Java has created is allowing us to put something in English text known as comments. Okay, that's not the code, guys. That's just the explanation. Let me explain this program for you in terms of these comments. Okay, so that you'll understand the purpose of comments. Let me explain this what this program is doing now. So here this I want to explain about this statement. Okay, I want to explain. Before that, let me explain this. I want to put some comment here saying that I will start with double slash. Comments in Java start with double slash, guys. Single line comments. These are single line comments. The comment which start in the same line and end in the same line are known as single line comments. They will not go to the other lines. Okay. If the comment is starting this first number of this file, it will also end in the first line only. Okay. So let me write a single line comments. The syntax for single line comments is that it will start with double slash, like XPath, similar to XPath, guys. Okay, XPath, relative XPath, if you remember, it will start with double slash, right? Same thing, guys. Single line comments in Java also will start with double slash. And after this double slash, if you put anything, this is a sample program demonstrating the print and println statements. A sample program demonstrating the print and println statements. So if you see here, everything is in green color, right? Comments in Java will be displayed in green color, guys. Whenever you see some green color, right, understand that that is comment. Comments won't be executed, guys. When I run this program, nothing will happen. You will still get the same output. Okay, even after I write this line, nothing will happen. You see, when I run this program, right click run as Java application, nothing will happen. Without this comment also, I got the same output. With comment also, I'm getting the same output. This comment will not be executed, guys. Okay, Java will not execute this comment. It will ignore this text. Comments in Java will be ignored. They are just for understanding they're just for explanation or understanding of the things, guys. So as a non-technical user, when I come and see here, I will not understand what actually this program is about. So as a programmer, if I mention this comment, then the non-technical guy, when he sees this program, will understand what actually it is, right? So he'll not go through this non-technical terms. Instead, he'll go through this comment only, non-technical guy. He'll come here and read the comment. This is a sample program demonstrating the print and println statement. Now we'll understand, okay, this program is demonstrating the print and println statement. Fine, great. Similarly, you can create comments inside the main method also. This particular comment is outside the class. Outside the class. You can write comment anywhere, guys. In this particular file, you can comment here, inside, outside, within the class, outside the class, inside the method, outside the method. Everywhere you can write the comments. Only thing is that For single line comments, you have to start with double slash. Okay, let me write few more single line comments. I want to explain to the non-technical user or some other person understand that what this particular line will do. To start with, I will say double slash again. The below print statement will print the text provided between the double quotes. Okay, the below print statement will print the text provided between the double quotes. Similarly, I want to comment this statement also. I want to explain about this statement also. For that, I need to write a comment double slash. Again, the same thing as the below print statement will print the number. Okay, the below print statement will print the number. That's it, guys. When I run this program, nothing will happen. You will get the similar. You will again get the same output, guys. Simple thing is that the purpose of comments is to help the non-technical users or other people in the same project understand what actually the code you have written, guys. Sometimes, even though you understand the syntax, still a programmer will make the things very complex in such a way that we will not be in a position to understand that. Let's say there is a developer in our team and he is writing some code, okay, some programming code he is writing. And if we look at that, we will not be able to understand what actually he is written. So what the developer will do, he will add some comments. Even though I know Java, still I cannot understand the programs written by my Java developer or someone, okay, who is working on my application. So for that reasons, guys, the best practice for the developers, not only automation engineers, but also the developers, they need to mention the comments, guys, here and there, so that other stakeholders or other people who are looking into that particular code will understand what actually this program is all about by just going through the comments. Fine, guys, that's the purpose of the comments. And when I run this program, comments will not be executed. They will be ignored. They are like dummy text for the Java. These comments will not be treated as code by Java, guys. They will be ignored actually. Okay, they're just shown, but nothing will happen Java will not do anything with these comments. Fine. Okay. Now, till now I explained the purpose of the comments, right? The comments won't be executed and are generally used to explain the underlined code. Okay, whatever the code that is there, it will explain the underlined code. Comments will explain the underlined code. The code which is below, which comes after the comment will be explaining about. And these comments won't be executed. Now I will categorize the comments into two types. There are two types of comments, guys. There are two types of comments. Comments in Java can be categorized into two types. What are they? One are single line comments. Other one is multi-line. Single line comments and multi-line comments, guys. Comments in Java can be categorized into two types. One is single line and another one is multi-line. What are single line comments? Whatever I just now demonstrated to you are single line comments. Their validity is up to the same line, guys. If I write some text below, this is not treated as a comment. You see, this is in green color, whereas this is in normal text color, black color. This is not treated as a comment, guys. All the text following this double slash, it can be any long, but it should be in the same line, guys. It is nothing but a single line comment. Here also this is single line comment. Here also this is single line comment. Now let me show you a multi-line comment. Okay, let me write like this. I want to create a multi-line comment, that is the comment will be more than one line. Here, double slash is only one line, but I want to have the comment to be across more than one line. Say single slash, put a star symbol. This is syntax for multi-line comments, guys. Single slash star and sorry, single slash star and type something, guys. The below program demonstrate how to print the text and numbers. How to print the text and numbers using print statements. Like this, guys, I can write the comment in multiple lines. The comment started here. You can also say enter. Remove these things, guys, extra things. Okay. You can write like this also. Slash star slash. Okay. Slash asterisk asterisk slash. You can call like that also. So in between that, you can write any number of lines of text, guys. Every text will be treated as comment. Every text which comes after this slash star asterisk and which ends before this asterisk slash will be treated as a comment, guys. Okay. So this is like multi-line comment, guys. Similar to single line comments, multiple line comments will not also be executed. Okay, they will not be executed, guys. Similar to single line, multiple line also will not be executed. Right click run as Java application. You will get the same output. Nothing will happen with this comment. This will not be executed, and these are just for explanatory purpose. So someone want to understand this program will go through these comments and understand in a better way, guys. Okay, that's the only reason why we use comments. Okay, is it clear, guys? Is it clear? Is it clear, guys? Comments. Okay, so Vidya, are you there? Hello, Vidya, are you there? Okay, fine. Okay, can't communicate. Fine, no problem. Vama. Hi, Vama. Are you there?
Hi.
Yeah, just tell me like what are the different type of comments we have in Java?
Double slash and
Yeah, what are they called as? Like what are the two types of comments we have?
slash asterisk something.
Yeah, those are like syntax. You are actually telling about the you are explaining the syntax, but what we call them?
Uh,
Single line comments and multi-line comments.
yeah.
That's it.
Single line, but yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, great. Okay, these are like single line comments and multi-line comments. That's it. Nothing more than very simple concept, guys. Okay, single line, multi-line. So fine, guys. Let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one. Variables, data types, and literals. Okay. We are just increasing the complexity of the Java. Step by step, we'll go in an organized manner. Everyone will understand. Okay, this complete concepts. Fine. So let me explain about variables, data types, and one more thing missing here, guys. That is operators and literals. Okay. Variables, data types, operators, and literals. This is the topic, guys. Variables, data types, operators, and literals. What are variables? What are data types? What are operators? And what are literals? I am going to explain one by one. Okay. I'm going to explain, first I will explain variables, guys. After explaining variables, I will explain data types. After explaining data types, operators and literals also will be covered in a different manner. Okay, it's very simple topic. Literals is very simple. I can explain that on the fly. Fine. So let's before actually understanding what are variables, what are data types, what are operators, and what are literals, let's see this kind of thing where I want to store the data in, how to store the data in the Java programs is a question mark. Okay, using Java we can store the data. In Java programs you can store the data. My question here is how to store the data in Java programs. This is a question, guys. How to solve this? How to store the data in Java programs? So in order to store the data in Java programs, in order to store the data in in order to store the data in Java programs, we have to use the below things. Okay, we have to use a combination of the below things, guys. What are they? In order to store the data in Java programs, we need to use all these four things. What are they? I'll come one by one. First one is we need variables. Okay, in order to store the data in Java programs, we need variables. Then we need data types. Then we need operators, and then we need literals. All these four things we need, guys, for storing the data in the Java programs. We need variables, data types, operators, and literals. These are the four things that are required for storing the data in the Java programs. Fine. So let me give you an example of how the variables, data types, operators, and literals will help you in storing the data in the Java programs. Let me give an example first. The example here is, this is the example, guys. Int a is equal to some 5, semicolon. Int a is equal to 5. This statement will help you in storing the number 5 in the Java programs. If you want to save this number 5 in Java programs, this 5 is nothing but data. I am storing the data which is known as 5 in the Java programs. Okay. So how it is getting stored? Let me first explain each and everything. Here, where is the variable, guys? Here a is the variable. Okay. Here a is the, in this complete statement, int a is equal to 5. This a is nothing but the variable. Okay. A is nothing but a variable. Now, guys, int. There's something known as int. What is int, guys? Int is a data type. Okay. A is a variable. Int is the data type. Now, next one. What is this is equal to? Is equal to is nothing but an operator. Okay. Is equal to is an operator. Int is a data type. A is a variable. Then what about 5, guys? Can anyone guess what is 5? What is 5, guys?
Statement.
Yeah.
Value
Okay.
or data.
Statement.
Okay. So 5 is nothing but, technically speaking, it's a value. That's correct only. But technically speaking, as part of Java terminology, 5 is nothing but a literal, guys. Okay. 5 is a literal. Let's explain the concept of literals. Okay. Be with me. 5 is nothing but a literal. So now tell me, guys, along with me, say something like this. Okay. What is int? Guys, what is int? What is int?
Data type.
Yes, int is a data type. Correct. Okay. Then in the above syntax, what is a?
Variable.
Yes, A is a variable. And in the above example, what is equal to?
Operator.
Yes, operator. And what actually is a 5 in the above example?
Literal.
Yes, literal. Understand like this way. This is enough, okay, to get started. Int is a data type, A is a variable, is equal to is operator, and 5 is the literal. Simple. So same diagram I kept here. You can also go through this diagram if you want. So this is a diagram. Int is the data type, A is a variable, is equal to is operator, and 5 is the literal. Okay. Fine. Now let's move ahead. Let me demonstrate a program which stores the data in Java programs. Okay. So this what's happening here in this case of example, int A is equal to 5. The literal 5 is getting stored into the variable A. Okay. And in order to store this kind of numerical, kind of numerical literal, okay, I have to declare this variable A as integer data type. Into data type. Int is the syntax for integer data type. I'm declaring this variable A as int type, so that this variable will only store the numerical values, guys. Okay. If I declare this value A as int, the variable A will store numerical values. That's why we need to declare this variable as int in Java. First, let me demonstrate. Okay, the same example of storing the integer literal into a variable. Let me demonstrate. Go to here. You can create any number of classes inside this single project, guys. Second Java project is a project, Java project. You can create any number of projects under this, any number of classes under this project. Let me create another class. Right click on this src, say new, say class. Here say storing data demo. Okay, I'm just giving another name called storing data demo. And again, I'm choosing to have this syntax come by default. Finish. Okay. This is the class and this is the main method from where the program execution will start. Inside this main method, I will write int A is equal to 5. Simple. The numerical letter 5 is getting stored into the variable A, which is declared of int type. Okay. Okay. Now write system dot out dot print only one print, right? We can use normal print, not a problem. Okay. So no need of double quotes. You can directly say A. The value A you can give directly, guys. Here double quotes are not required. If only text, you need double quotes. Either for printing the literals or for printing the variables, you don't have to use double quotes, guys. Okay, it will work out. Simple. I am storing the number 5 into the variable A, and when I am printing the A, what will happen, guys? Anyone? Can anyone guess what will happen when I print a variable A?
Stores A equal to 5.
Okay. A will be 5 will be stored into the A, but what will be the
Yes.
output?
5.
Yes. Yes, it will print 5, guys, because the 5 got stored into this variable A, and when I'm printing A, the 5 will be printed. The value stored in the A will be printed here. Right? Simple. This statement is storing the value 5 into the variable A, and when I'm printing A, the value will get printed here. That's it. Simple. Okay. That's correct, guys. Right click run as Java application. You see the 5, the value stored when I'm printing A, the value stored in the variable A got printed. This is how it's very clear that we can the 5 got stored into the variable A. Okay, fine. Then I demonstrated how to store data into the Java program. Now let's go with the variables, guys. So what are variables? We already saw some high level thing about the variables here, but let me dig that in. Let me explain this particular variables concept in detail. Okay. So let me explain this variable concept in detail. So variable is nothing but a name provided to a reserved memory location. Okay. What does this statement mean? Variable is a name provided to a reserved memory location. This diagram I will explain now. Okay. Let me explain that diagram so that you'll understand the concept of the variables. Why we have to use variables, you'll understand now. Let's say this is your computer memory. You can store anywhere. The data can be stored anywhere in this computer. This very big size memory and a lot of things can be stored in this memory, computer memory. Okay. This is a computer memory, guys, which looks like a table here. Okay. The computer memory. Very big size, let's say, just to make it real, I'm just doing this hard work, but it's not required. Let me finish it up fast. Okay, looks good. Let's assume that this is a computer memory, guys. We have this computer memory. So when I say int a is equal to 5, this literal 5 will be stored somewhere in this memory, any place. It can be anywhere, we don't know. Okay. Let's assume that the number of 5 got stored here. Okay. Out of all these locations, the computer memory, when I say int a is equal to 5, randomly, the literal 5 got stored in the computer memory at this location, let's say. Okay. At this location, the literal 5 got stored. So, how to refer this memory and retrieve this value 5? Whenever I want to retrieve this literal 5, how to retrieve that in Java programming? How to retrieve that? Every memory location will have some numbers, right? In computers, everything will be zeros and ones and all those stuff. Okay. So there's no specific name for this cell. Okay. This is a cell. This is a cell. This is how you will refer that. How you will mention that in the Java programs about this memory location in your computer memory where the particular file number is getting stored. How you will do that? You cannot say some memory. Maybe there may be something like memory 102 something. Things may be like that. We don't know. Okay. We cannot use this kind of names, right? For referring to this number 5. Every time if you have to refer this, we cannot go with the machine language kind of thing. Instead, that's the reason, guys. I will say int a is equal to 5. I will say int a is equal to 5. That means you are storing this 5 and you are naming this 5 as variable a. Okay. You are naming this memory location. You are not naming this number 5. Sorry. 5 is the literal, guys. 5 is getting stored in a particular memory location. There are many memory locations here in this computer memory. And at what particular memory location this literal 5 is getting stored here. So to name this memory location, which is storing this value 5, okay, we'll use variables, guys. Okay, variables are used for naming the memory locations in the computer memory. Whenever we have to retrieve this literal 5, right, we need to use this variable name for retrieving it, guys. Okay. So now understand, variable is a name. It's like a person. There are many people, right? Same example, if you take about the people, okay, there are many people in this world. There are many people in this world. Right? There are many people in this world. You cannot say the people 1, people 2, people 3. You cannot call like that. That's not a good practice, right? What we generally did to differentiate everyone from each other, what we did, we have kept some names. My name is Arun, your name is Shruti, or your name is Monica, your name is Varma, and all. So we are giving different names to different people in the society, right? Similarly, the computer memory also, There are many memory locations. These people are like memory locations. So to name this memory location, we need to use the variables. Okay. These are nothing but naming conventions for this memory locations. So using this syntax, when you say int a is equal to 5, you are stating that a particular memory location is storing the value 5, and that memory location is named behind the variable a. Fine. There are two types of variables, guys. There are two types of variables. One is local variable, another one is instance variables. Okay, there are two types of variables. What are they? There are two types of variables.
Local instance.
Yes, local variable and instance variable.
Arun, are instance variables global variables?
Yeah, I'll explain that. Yes, they are global variables. I'll explain the scope for them. Okay, global variables. There, in C language we call global variables, right? What are local variables? What are instance variable? I will explain. Just be with me. It's going to come. Okay. Then one more type of variable is also there, but this is not the right time to explain that variable. Okay. For now, I'll explain only local variables and instance variable. At a high level, if you divide the variables, okay, we can divide the variables into two types. One is local variable and another one is instance variables. Okay. What are local variables and what are instance variables? I will explain. I divided variables into two types. One is local variable and another one is instance variable. What is a local variable and what is an instance variable? I am going to demonstrate you practically. First of all, to start with local variables. What are local variables? A variable which is declared inside the method is known as local variable. A variable which is declared inside a method is called as local variable. No need to see that example. I already know that. Okay. Just this is for you guys. Okay. So what is this variable, guys? Do you think this variable is local variable or instance variable? Anyone? This variable A.
Local?
Yes. Why? Why you are saying it is local?
Because it is declared inside the method and the scope of the variable is inside the method. So it is called an local variable.
Yes, right. That's correct. Main is one of the method in Java, and if a variable is declared inside a method, this variable I am declaring here using this statement, right? If this particular variable is inside the method, then it's known as local variable, and it is like local to this main method. You cannot access this variable outside this main method, guys. Okay. Let's say if I create another method, public static void xyz method. Okay, some sample method I created, and if I try to use this, what's happening, guys? Let's say this main is a main method. I understand. Similar to main method, I created another method in parallel. This is one method, this is second method. Okay. And I try to use a variable declared. This variable A is declared inside which method? Main method, right? If I try to use this variable A in try to print that in another method, what is happening here? We are getting error, guys. A cannot be resolved. It cannot identify. XYZ cannot identify what is this variable A. We don't know what is A because the local variables are local to these methods only. They cannot be accessed outside the methods. Okay. Local variables are methods. They are local to methods. They cannot be accessed outside the methods. Fine, guys. That's correct. Now, the next thing. Now the other thing, instance variables. The next variables are instance variables. What are instance variables? Can anyone try it? Can anyone try it? What are instance variables?
Under the class.
Okay, that's correct. Under the class and any other inputs, guys.
I mean, another in a
Variables.
class outside all the methods, so that in every method can use that particular variable.
Yes, right, Monica. Variables which are declared inside the methods are known as local variables. But if I shift this variable outside the method, okay, this variable is not inside any method. It's outside the method, right? This is outside the method. These variables are known as instance variables. Okay, the variables which are declared outside the methods are known as outside the methods and inside the class. Inside the class and outside the n number of methods. I will create another method here. Public static void xyz. I'll use the same statement. I'll use the same statement, guys. Okay. This variable a is declared outside the methods but inside the class. Okay. Yes, correct. So here something is happening. If you understand, right? This now you are clear that a variable which is declared directly under the class and outside any of the methods is known as an instance variable. That's correct. It's an instance variable. That's correct. But do you see any errors here? Do you see any errors here? Why we are getting these errors? Why we are getting these errors, guys? Everything is correct only, right? Why we are getting these errors? Yes, you are right. Yes, Amit and Srinath, whatever you pinged over chat is correct. Anyone speak out? Be Priyanka, are you there? Okay. Sudeshna.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me what's going wrong here. Why we are getting this error? This is an instance variable, and why we are getting this error? Can you guess?
Yes, I think that same variable name is used in both the method, and the method is stated as static, so that's why it is showing the error.
Okay. So it's partially correct. Whatever you said is partially correct. So first thing is that the same variable is used in both the methods. That's not a problem. You can use in both the methods. Not a problem. Okay. That's not the reason behind getting this error. But the second thing that you said is correct. That is, this method is not a normal method. It's a static method. There can be two types of methods, guys. With static and without static also. This is known as static method. This is known as non-static method. So the methods having the static keyword are known as static methods. The methods without having any static keyword are known as non-static methods. Okay, there are two types of methods: static methods and non-static methods. Fine. I'll explain this concept in detail. Static and non-static, all those things will be covered in the future sessions, upcoming sessions. Let me keep this static only for now. So the variable a is giving error because in static methods you can only use static variables. Static methods can only use static variables. That's the problem. Okay, it cannot use this non-static variable. This variable is non-static variable. This method is static method. This method is static method. This method is also static method. But this variable a is non-static variable. So there is one rule like static methods can only use static variables. Here we are trying to use a which is not static, but the methods are static. So how to solve this problem? Simple, guys. Put a static keyword before this variable. Static int a is equal to 5, all your issues will be resolved. Okay. This static concept I will explain later, guys. Just for now, at a high level, understand that if you don't put this variable as static, you will get, and try to use that particular variable inside the static methods, you will get errors, guys, for sure. Okay. But what if I don't have the static method and I don't only have this non-static method? Okay. And I remove this, there will not be any issue because this method is not a non-static method. Hence, we can use non-static variables. But what if this method is static again? You have to use the variable as static. Okay, this should be a static variable. I'll explain the static concept in detail in the upcoming session phase. But for now, at a high level, just understand why we get errors in the regular day Java programs. Okay, if there is something static, we have to take care of that. Okay, and let me run this program again. Public static void main string of X. Simply. Okay, I can use any number of times. I can use this variable a in different methods also. I can use, not an issue. Okay, only the problem was with the static. Right click on this class and say run as Java application. Okay, only main method is getting called. That's why only single 5 got printed. This will not get executed, guys. This concept will be explained as part of functions. Okay, for now ignore that. This is fine. Okay, the value 5 is getting printed. The value 5 is declared. The variable a is declared outside the methods and directly inside the class. Okay. I think we are good, guys. The variables concept is done. We'll go to data types tomorrow. Okay, that's it for today. Any questions, guys, before I wind up this today's session?
Arun,
Yeah,
this is Siveshna. Basically, when you put the variable as local variable inside the main method, then the system.output.println didn't show any error, I thought.
yes, that is a local, right? That's why it didn't show any error.
Okay, though it is not, that time it is
It's
not
not a
certain.
problem. In case of local variables, it's not a problem. Okay.
Okay.
Only the global variables kind of thing is a problem. Okay.
Okay.
Either instance variables or static variables are known as global variables. There are two types of variables, global variables. That is static variables and instance variables. Okay. So if we have to use a global variable, it should become a static. Then only can use that global variable inside the static method. But coming to local variables, it's not required. Okay.
Okay.
It will be accepted directly.
Okay.
Good question. And any other questions, guys, before I wind up?
Arun.
Yeah. Okay, fine. No questions. Fine. So, guys, just practice whatever I'm explaining in everyday sessions, right? Just practice them. Okay. Even though you know, just practice them because this will boost your confidence like anything. Okay. I'm not taking much. I'm only taking 1 hour session, so you should be in a good position to practice without any problem. Very simple, guys. Okay. It won't take much time also after the sessions. Fine, guys. Hoping that you practice the things after every session. I'm just winding up this today's session. Okay. Let's meet tomorrow at the same time, guys. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, Arun. Bye.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Bye.